is Catherine Jones, and I'm here with another how-to, and today I want to show you how to master funnel strategy. And in conjunction with that, I actually want to give my review of the Clickfunnels Certified Partner Program, which used to exist. But people ask me all the time, they're like, you're an amazing funnel designer, but there's also strategy involved, and how did you learn that, and how can I learn that? Well, let's talk about it, okay? So that's what we're going to talk about today, and I want to take you a little bit on my journey and maybe give you some feedback as to sources that you can go to and things that you can start to do to take it from whatever funnel knowledge you understand and have right now to something that's actually implementable and something you can charge people for. Does that sound like a good idea to you? Okay, so that's what we're going to do. My funnel strategy journey, if you're starting to learn like, oh, I feel like there's something to funnels, but I'm not sure what funnel I would do, or you're an agency and you're like, I don't know what I would tell people to do. I don't know the difference between this funnel and this funnel. What offer should I put here? What offer should I put there? You're overwhelmed. This is what I want to invite you to do. My journey first started with reading .com Secrets. Like I cannot even begin to tell you, when I read this book, my soul exploded. Like I had been like aggressively consuming all of these business books and all the time, and then all of a sudden I think I'm just like a very structured person. So when I discovered the concept of funnels, it like everything just made sense to me. It's like, oh wow, like that piece of information fits here and that piece of information fits here. So when I say I devoured .com Secrets, like I literally mean that I read it like 3 or 4 times in a row. Like I was like, oh my gosh. And not only that, and I think this is really one of the things that's going to set you apart, and this is like really the thesis of this video here, is it's not enough to just read it. It's not enough to just go through and be like, oh, way to go, Russ. You did a great job, right? No, like you have to take this stuff and actually figure out what is happening in here, okay? So like if you look through here, like, I mean, this thing is like marked up like crazy, but I think something that really distinguishes things that I've done and things that help my students to succeed is that you don't just learn things in theory, you learn things to do things. And so after going through this book, I hope this will focus. After going through this book, like you can see in the back, there's like blank pages. I literally wrote out every action step that my boy Russ told me to do. So like you can see. So it wasn't just like, oh, okay, cool, do this. I literally went through and was taking notes and saying, okay, if I'm going to do this for myself or for other people, literally what needs to happen in order for me to do that. Now, here is really the difference between people that are killer at funnel strategy and internet marketing strategy, aka being able to sell stuff online, and people who perpetually never are able to sell stuff online. Is the actual repetition of it. You have to put in your reps. In fact, I just got back a few weeks ago. I'm part of the Clickfunnels 2 Comma Club X coaching program. They had this secret called Unlock the Events. They give you this fatty workbook. It was like amazing. It's just awesome. Joy Anderson made this. Everybody, let's give Joy some love. I will tag you in this. Anyway, but as one of the things that they did, they actually at one point, like to like the 700 people that were there, handed out these things that said top secret. And when you open it up, I hate myself and I can't find the inside right now. I thought it was in my folders, but I can't find it. But you would open it up and it basically had like a profile of somebody. This is their name, this is the business that they're trying to run. And then essentially they have you go through and they'd say, okay, so what funnel would you do for them? What messaging would you do for them? What all these things you could do for them. And it was crazy to see how many people just absolutely tuned out because they had to take this like theoretical knowledge and actually start practicing doing it. And I think so often we like miss the mark between the principles of funnel theory and like putting it on the ground and actually doing it, that we just totally miss the mark. And so I think one of the best things that happened for me, again, in understanding funnel strategy and knowing how to do this, like if you're really wanting to sell stuff online, you had to be freaky good at this stuff. This is other book expert secrets. You have to be freaky good at this stuff. And if you're wanting to help other people sell stuff online, do an agency model, you also had to be freaky good at this. And the better you are at this, the more that you can charge the people that you're helping. But I think another thing, again, that really helped me is that I actually joined back in the day when it was still around Clickfunnels Certified Partner Program. And as part of that program, it was really, really great in the sense that with the theory of funnels, it gave you a lot of reps. So I have some of my notes from that. If you don't know this already, in fact, I want to, do you guys want to see some of them? I took some pretty meticulous notes because I'm myself. And I want to show you, I wonder if I can zoom in here. Can you guys see this a little bit? Okay. So basically what the certified program was in regards to like the basics of it is it took you through, where'd it go? It took you through these books in like crazy detail and it made you actually do them. Does that make sense? And in some ways, that was like one of the best things that ever happened from that program. I think there were some things definitely that were missing, but in the sense that it took these principles and forced you to actually do them, it was great. So like you can see here, for example, like they would give you assignments, you'd have to turn them in, and then based on how well you did in the assignments, they'd either say, try again, or it's fine here. So what would happen is, like, so you can see this, some examples. This was like an assignment I did. What bait is being used to attract your ideal customer? So I had to pick a business to actually do this for. You can see I went on BuzzStream, looked up all these things, Amazon bestsellers, what's happening here, what are the chapters of this book that are making headway, like the marked red ones are the ones that were really killing it. I mean, I'm going through all these things online to try and figure out what is the bait that's attracting my person. Now, a lot of times people will just read this, right? They'll go into .com secrets and they'll just go into the page number 1, right? Where it's like here, secret formula, and they go right here into .com secrets. They look at this. Is it going to focus? We believe. Well, that's disappointing. Anyway, they go right here where it's like, oh, just like look at the bait. And they're like, okay, cool, look at bait. And I think nobody ever really does anything after that. But I really think the magic in this is actually implementing. And that is one of the greatest things that this program gave me. I was doing it before, but it just forced me to do it more. And so I just got in like so many more reps than I would have just because I had to be able to do this. So we're looking at things on Udemy, we're looking at things on Amazon, Lifehacker, Facebook bait, like website, like what are some click ads I'm seeing? What are Facebook ads that are appealing to my my person? People in the 4-hour work week, like what's happening here? What are people actually liking? Like, and in case you're wondering, like whether or not I have done my reps, I want you to notice that we are on page 8 of 100. Okay, like if you want to know how to talk to your customer, you need to do the freaking reps and figure out what is actually going on, okay? So again, like if you want to know funnel strategy, it is awesome to start here, read the books, but like if you're going to do it for real, you need to go online and figure out what is actually happening doing that. Anyway, so that thing that I did there, another thing here, you can see like who are your ideal customers. You can see like, are they aware of pain, delusion by solutions? Where are they hanging out? Again, all different places where they're hanging out. And in case you're wondering as well, like this is one of 23 pages, right? So like what's being attracted to get them. These are all freebies. Like these are all freebies that people are downloading in my space. What results do you want for them? Topics to cover that they would want. Potential products that they might potentially want. Potential blog posts that would be that would pertain to them. Again, different things that like here's opt-in things that would work. And anyway, so that's kind of some things we did there. And I have no idea what anybody else turned in. I think that I just went like hard in the paint. So maybe people turned in a 100-page document. Maybe other people didn't. I have no idea, but that's what I did, okay? Where are they hanging out? Again, more things here. People in Ryan Holiday, Mark and Angel, Lifehacker, James Clear, blah, blah, blah. Again, all these different things. And again, we're still on part 1 of chapter 1, in case you're wondering, of .com secrets. And so if you really want to understand funnel strategy, it's important to go through these books and actually do them for your business and other businesses. Sometimes we get so stuck inside of our own business that we can't really remember what is that we're doing and all these different things. Anyway, I could go and show you, maybe I'll save these for another day, but like I was just going to show you module 1 and 2, but I mean they were like, I can't even remember how many modules there were, but I saved all my notes, which is like really, really amazing. This is all about the pre-bridge frame and different things that we have going on here. But long story short, like the point that I'm trying to communicate right now is that if you want to get good at funnel strategy, it's not enough to read the books. You actually have to do the things and get the reps and start to notice patterns while you're scrolling through Facebook late at night and be like, oh my gosh, I understand why that bait is being used. And you can start to implement that and do different things about that. One thing that I think, and so in that way, like the Clickfunnels Certified program was like absolutely astounding. I think that one way that it actually kind of dropped the ball was it really helped you to take the strategy and get it on paper and do a lot of reps, but not necessarily in the implementation and the building out of the actual funnels. We only ever really practiced the technical aspects of the funnels, not necessarily the design or the composition or the copy of them. That didn't happen as much. And so as a result, when I graduated the program, I had all my reps. I was like, okay, I know what to do, but like, how do I do it? What buttons do I push? Why does all my funnels look like a scam? And I'm actually grateful because that was the catalyst for the birth of CF Design School, which actually shows you how to design aesthetically extraordinary funnels that convert, right? And the reason why my methodology for funnel design helps you to convert is because that's all I know in my head. In my mind, like I am so much more in my gut. I am a marketer forever and always before I am ever a designer. Reason being is simply because I've put in the reps to recognize that I don't know. I guess there are artists that are like, there's worth in art simply because it's art. And as a humanities film major, I guess I agree to that to some extent. But again, I think more importantly, I believe in spreading messages and products and things that can serve and help people. And so if we're only to make pretty things without actually making money from them and getting them out to the world, I think we've failed as artists ourselves. And so I think in terms of the Certified Partner Program, they did fall short in that, just in the sense that we did our reps in theory really well, but then actually going into Clickfunnels, going into the editor, making something that looks, that we could actually get out of our heads and put onto paper, to put onto the internet, we kind of fell short on that. And so anyway, again, in the long run, I could not be more grateful for the Certified Partner Program for the reps that it put me through. It was like one of the best training programs for strategy, but for the implementation of it, it really fell short. But again, forever grateful because it sent me on this trajectory of CF Design School and teaching people how to actually take the strategy and put it on a page in a way that will actually help things to convert. So I'm really, really happy about that. And honestly, I think that is one of the coolest things about the agency model in CF Design School. Again, it's my online program, teaches you how to design extraordinary looking funnels that convert with no coding, Photoshop, or any graphic design skills. And I think one of the coolest things that comes out from that is not only do you learn a skill set, but I would say probably like 60% of the people that join my program are looking to build an agency or grow an agency that they already have. Meaning that they take other people's businesses, work their magic, send it back to them. 30 to 40% of them already have their own funnels, and they're just like, my stuff sucks, it's not selling. Can you teach me how to use design to help it to convert more, okay? So 40% use it for their own stuff, 60% use it for agencies. But I think the agency model is amazing, especially at the beginning when you're getting started, because it forces you to get reps, right? Like, it forces you to get reps. You have to go through this process for all these different types of things, so it gets your brain, like, it's like, all of a sudden you, like, for me, right, if I hear e-com, I'm like, okay, cool, I know how to use funnels for e-com. Even though I personally have never sold anything from e-com, but it's because I've helped other people sell stuff from e-com. Or same thing for information products, high-ticket products, supplements. I'm trying to think what other types of things there are. Books, anything that you want to sell. Like, I think because I've been able to build funnels for them, and I've been able to go into other people's businesses, I've been able to get my reps. And so I think the agency model is amazing. But I do have to say, one thing that I think is really cool about this concept of design hacking, and that is the methodology that I teach inside of CF Design School to show you how to design for conversions. Again, the whole thing is set up not to design pretty, but to design for conversions. And so with this 6-step science of design hacking, when you go through and you scrape and find patterns and seeing what your top competitors are doing, you're actually able to, in a way, kind of shortcut what I showed you. You're able to shortcut a lot of the reps simply because the strategy of the reps is built into the methodology, just in the sense that if you do the 6 steps that I tell you to do, you automatically will be able to figure out what is it that the people are doing, what is it that's working in this particular niche, what is it that's working for this particular customer, and what is this that's working in getting this customer to do what you actually want them to do. And so I do think that is one of the great things that has come out of the many of my reps, is that the methodology that's been designed already has embedded within it secrets that will help you to get really good at this strategy. But long story short, what I want to say in regards to becoming a master at funnel strategy is you have to actually do the things. If you know Brandon and Kaylin Poulin, they run a company called Lady Boss. Basically, they are just bosses themselves. But they spoke at Funnel Hacking Live 2 years ago, 2017, and I will always remember something that they said. Something that they said in regards to how they built out these funnels or how they built their whole business is they said, we read the books, we did the things, and anytime there was an action step, we stopped until the action was complete. And then once the action was complete, only then did we keep reading. So like sometimes they'd read like 2 pages, or if it was a video, they'd watch like 30 seconds of a video, and they would not push play on the video again for like 2.5 more weeks, because that's how long it took to do the step. But I think honestly, what is missing from people being good at funnel design or good at funnel strategy and being like absolutely out of this world at funnel strategy is the actual reps and putting it on the ground and making things happen. So anyway, that is my big ploy to you. Go ahead, actually do the things. If you're looking for a shortcut for how you can expedite this process of this, design hacking and what I teach there can absolutely help you to do that. So you can learn more at cfdesignschool.com. But other than that, I'll put a link to this book, I'll put a link to this book, and mostly go take over the world with funnels. Bye guys, talk to you later.